Then quickly, with the cleanest and most precise of incisions, the bullet was out. When Sadao found the position of the bullet, he very quickly, without wasting any time, in the most precise manner and cleanest manner, precise of incisions means he knew his job very well, and he gave a very accurate cut, and he took the bullet out of his body. The man quivered. The man quivered means he trembled with pain. He was, though, in unconscious state, but he was feeling the pain. So he trembled, but he was still unconscious. Nevertheless, he muttered a few English words. He was unconscious, but still he muttered a few English words. Guts, he muttered, choking. They got my guts. That meant that he felt the pain. When he took the bullet out, he felt the pain so severe that he muttered that guts means entrails, intestines. He muttered that they got my guts. That means he felt the pain there. So he was just muttering. He was not in a conscious state at all, but he felt the pain. Sadao, Hana cried sharply. Hana felt very uncomfortable when he heard him muttering. Hush, Sadao said. He told her to be quiet. The man sank again into silence, so profound means deep, that Sadao took up his wrist, hating the touch of it. Yes, there was still a pulse, so faint, so feeble, but enough, if he wanted the man to live to give hope. The man sank again into silence. He muttered, and then he sank again, means he became unconscious again, very deeply. Profound means very deep. He fell into the unconscious state, which was very deep, which Sadao felt was, not good, risky, according to him. So he checked his wrist. But he hated the touch of it, because somewhere in his mind it was going on that he was saving the life of his enemy of his country. Yes, there was still a pulse, so faint. There was pulse. When he checked, he found the pulse, but it was faint, very weak, so feeble, weak, but enough if he, that means Sadao, wanted the man to live, to give hope, because this battle was going on in his mind, whether to save him or not. So it all depended on him to save him or not at that moment of time also. But certainly I do not want this man to live, he thought. And he thought that he didn't want him to live. No more anesthetic, he told Hana. He turned as swiftly as though he had never paused, and from his medicines he chose a small vial, and from it filled a hypodermic and thrust it into the patient's left arm. But he turned swiftly, quickly, and he took a small vial. Vial is a small bottle, ampule, and he filled his hypodermic syringe with that medicine and thrust it into the patient's left arm. He gave him a shot of an injection. Then, putting down the needle, he took the man's wrist again. Then again he checked the man's wrist. The pulse under his fingers fluttered once or twice and then grew stronger. What did he feel? That his pulse fluttered, means fluctuated once or twice rapidly, and then it grew stronger. The man will live in spite of all, he said to Hana and sighed. Earlier, here he was, when his pulse had become faint, he was drifting off. Now, he gave him an injection, a shot of an injection, and he felt that his pulse had become stronger. That means he saved him. That battle was going on in his mind, whether to save him or not, but again humanity won, and he saved his life by giving him the medicine, which made his pulse grow stronger. And he told Hana that the American man that man was going to survive. The young man woke so weak, his blue eyes so terrified. When he woke, he felt very weak, and his eyes, what color? The eyes were blue colored eyes. So his blue eyes so terrified. He was terrified. He didn't know, because he had come there and he had lost his senses. So he did not know what was going on with him at all. But now he was awake and he was terrified. When he perceived, when he understood, when he saw and noticed where he was, that Hannah felt compelled to apologize. When he saw that terror in his eyes, she felt very sorry for him and almost felt so compelled to apologize. She herself served him. She felt very sorry for him. She herself served him, for none of the servants would enter the room. Servants were not ready. They were against that. So none of the servants would enter the room. So she was herself serving him, taking care of him.